2009 marks the beginning of a 5-year residency for the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals at the O2 Arena in London, and media interest in the tournament is high. The 8-player field may only represent 7 different countries, but the media coverage is well and truly global.
The world's media are all here. We have, 665 media accredited at this event and represented by 28 countries, and we've got 86 photographers. They're all crammed into this room. And we have 277 broadcasters here, so I think that indicates the importance of this event and shows how big tennis is globally.
For the large British contingent in the media centre, the finals provides them with the chance to bring tennis back into the limelight at a time of year when other sports are usually making all the headlines.
You look around and you see faces and you see people enthused by tennis, and in November here in Britain it's wonderful to see. It's absolutely first class.
And even for those countries without a home player in the field, the interest is huge. And with only one non-European player in the draw, the small time difference in comparison to last year's event in Asia is working in the journalists' favour.
You have the best in the world, you have the best facing the best 3 times, 4 times maybe. So that's a very important tournament for people who love tennis. And we have always, L'Equipe has been always covering it. And I think the fact it's in a big city in Europe, makes it more important even than it used to be the last few years. I think it's much bigger than when it was played in Asia because of the difference of time. The fact it's in Europe, almost the same time table, makes it people watch more, and when people watch more, it's more important.
The facilities and the atmosphere in the arena has been praised by players, fans and media alike. And it appears as though the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals, and the O2 in particular, is well on the way to carving out its own niche in world tennis.
As this event develops and it stays here for 5 years, hopefully longer, it'll generate its own place in the sport, and you'll be thinking, you think London, you think O2 as much as you'll think Wimbledon, which is really what it's all about.
To me, it reminds me of the Masters Cup, when it was called the Masters at that time, when it was played in New York in the Madison Square Garden. It was a huge arena, maybe slightly bigger than here, but not as modern, and it had the flavor of a great event, and I feel it here again, because the stadium is so beautiful. It's a perfect setting for the final of the year and the perfect scene for the best players of the year.